Hello and welcome to the Section 10.3 application walkthrough. In this section we looked at factoring out common factors out of an expression, and that's all we're going to do in this application as well, but we're going to look at where that might be helpful at times. Okay, for the first one, let's go ahead and look at the first one. I noticed that I have 72, 72, and 63. Those are all multiples of 9. Okay, so I think I'm going to pull a 9 out. And then let's look at my variables. So I have 1x. I have at least 1x in every one of them, so I can pull 1x out. I only have a y in this one, so I won't pull any y's out. And then for z's, I have 2, 3, and 1, so I can pull one z out as well. And really all you're doing here is you're dividing. All right, that's not a bad way to think of it as doing. So, you go 72 divided by 9, you're going to get 8. And then when you go x divided by x, the x is going to go away. And pulling one z out, z squared divided by z is just z. So we're going to have z and then y squared. Minus 72 divided by 9 is 8 again. I have two x's and I'm only taking one of them out, so there's 1. And then I have three x's or three z's, and I'm taking 1 out, so there's 2 z's left over. And then the last one, 63 divided by 9, is 7. So we get a 7 there. I know that I'm pulling one x out, so it's going to leave me with x squared, and then I'm pulling the z out as well. Okay, so that's sort of the way to do those type of problems. Just take it one step at a time, and if you want to think of it as dividing, that really helps. Okay, so in the next problem, or sorry, in number 3, I'm not going to do number 2. You can do that. It's just the same type of problem. So in number 3, though, it tells us that we have a rectangular painting. The width of it is x centimeters, and the entire area is x squared plus 50x centimeters squared. Okay, and it says that we want to find a binomial that represents the length. Well, whenever we do area, when we find area, it's length times width. Okay, and I already know the width and I know the area, so you can kind of think of it as dividing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an x out of each one of these terms. So again, I kind of think of it as, well, I'm looking for the length, and I'm going to go x squared divided by x. That's going to leave me with x, and then x to the 50th. Sorry, 50x divided by x is just 50. Okay, so that's going to be my length, and that's where looking at it as division really helps. Looking at number 4 here, we're looking at an investment. So the amount of an investment of P dollars for T years at a simple interest rate R is given by this formula. So I want to rewrite this formula by noticing that there's a common factor of P right here, and I want to take that out. I want to factor that out in the front. So I'm going to have P, and then P divided by P is 1. P divided by PRT is just going to be RT. Okay, that's actually your answer for part A. I wanted to help you out with that so that you could do part B. And part B is just plugging in numbers and figuring out what the answer is. Okay. And so I'm just going to say solve for A. Okay. Plugging in your P being the initial amount that you invested. Okay. And that's this number here. Your rate, simple interest rate, is 15%. You want to write that as 0.15. And then your time, your T, is going to be 3 years. Okay? So plug in those three things into that formula, and you'll notice that it is a lot easier than using that one up here. Okay, once you get that done, good luck on the Mastery Challenge. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. That's my job, and your job is to get the stuff done. Okay, good luck. We'll talk to you later.